Great.
No, we are definitely live. Welcome to Drunk Tech Support.
Long time no see.
It's been a while.
Why can't we keep our shit together, Rich? Why? Everyone else can do weekly shows.
It's because we're so...
And then it's like, we're like fragile snowflakes. One little tiny thing happens in our life, and we're like, I'm not potting tonight. Like, what's wrong with us? Do we have no motivation?
I was going to say, we're just so busy and famous.
Oh, you wanted to tell them the lie. Right. We've been so busy and famous that we haven't potted in, like, months. Not because of crippling depression and horrible life situation stuff, anything like that.
Nope.
But, you know, we're here for you, viewer.
Viewer.
One viewer. Did anyone say welcome to Drunk Tech Support?
I did.
Okay. We really need to get our shit together, Rich.
I'm rich.
That is true. You are rich. I'm the other guy.
You've been the other guy before.
I've been plenty of things. I don't even know what's going on in tech news. I have no notes.
Well, apparently you know more than I do because you know about this game that I didn't even know was coming out.
Oh, yeah. Rich is ticked that I didn't tell him about Starfield. Like, he plays games.
Whatever.
You're the one that's just like, I'm swearing I'm not touching my Xbox anymore because I'm addicted and I have a problem. I can't stop playing COD, dude. And I'm like, okay. And then he's like, dude, what the fuck? You didn't tell me about I almost said Skyrim or No Man's Sky or Starfield. Jesus Christ.
Starfield. Anyways.
And I was like, you haven't even played Fallout. Because last time I suggested you try playing Fallout, you're like, oh, well, I got to start at Fallout 1, which is a top-down isometric view, like, point-and-click game. You'd probably like it. It's super old school.
I do like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But Starfield has nothing to do with Fallout. It's just the same company. It's the same type of game. Open-world RPG kind of game. And so far, I dropped the $99 to get the digital. It's not even out yet. I paid for the digital premium version, which gives you 5 days of early access, which I'm kind of regretting. My brand new top-of-the-line gaming PC with my RTX 3070 or whatever's in it, it like can't beat 30 frames a second. I think it's just like they haven't patched it to fix like certain. If you're playing in an indoor level, like you go inside a building or something, 60 frames a second or higher. But the second you're out in the open world or like a busy city or something, straight down to 30 frames a second, and that's like crazy. I can't deal with it. I feel bad for console people because they are capped at 30 frames a second. And everyone's up in arms about it. Like, what the fuck? 30 frames is unacceptable. It is unacceptable nowadays. Can you agree?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not as like dead set on it though. Like I could do it without.
Yeah. 30 frames a second is good for film. Whereas if I try to watch one of those fancy film,
maybe that's why I'm
moving pictures that they watch, where it's like we use 60 frames a second, like not the Hobbit movie, it was one of those follow-up movies to Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I have no idea.
The whole thing was shot in like either 60 or 120 frames a second. It's fucking nauseating.
Really?
Yeah, it produces this effect. They call it the soap opera effect. I don't know if you remember like old soap operas from the 90s. Didn't it always seem like to run at a weird speed? Like there's too many frames? No.
No, I never.
If you look it up, the soap opera effect is what people experience when they watch a movie that's at 60 frames a second or higher.
Huh.
But I don't get that with video games. To video games, it feels normal. But
maybe
now
because it's more immersive, so you're like part of it.
It has issue has a lot to do with looking around. Because if it's 30 frames a second, I can literally see the frames as I'm looking around. Whereas 60 is like a nice fluidity. Looks nice.
Well, maybe that's why I'm so bad at games, because I can deal with it.
That's probably explains everything. So Starfield, I don't know. I'm not immersed in it because I'm having issues with the 30 frames a second.
Oh.
I keep starting to play it, getting annoyed at the frames a second, and then I quit. I even jacked all my settings as low as possible, and it's still 30 frames a second. So, I don't know. Hopefully it's a patch, because I just spent $100 on a game. And I remember I said I would never pre-order a game.
You also said you would never pay $80 for a game, and you paid $100.
This is a Bethesda game. This is a.
See, that's how I feel about Zelda. That's why I was willing to pay $80.
I wouldn't pay for no, not for Zelda.
See,
they're coming out with the new Mario.
I actually heard something about
Super
that.
Mario Brothers Wonder or something like that. I saw like a quick 5-minute video on it. Anyway, when I go to think of the name of the game, I immediately go Skyrim, then No Man's Sky, and then Starfield. I don't know why.
Well,
so I haven't played enough of it to really give any kind of a in-depth review. When it does run smoothly, it's it's pretty fun.
yeah.
The combat so far has been pretty damn good. Like shooting folks and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, eventually I'll have to check it out.
On console?
Probably.
Ugh. All right. Well, you don't notice the frames per second, so you're fine. You're not OCD like I am.
I guess.
Did you hear that Nicki Minaj is in Call of Duty?
You know,
I'm sure you have heard from me.
I hadn't heard, and then I heard you complain about it twice now. So now I know it exists only because of you.
Why do they keep doing this?
I don't know.
Children's money.
There's a lot of babysitting money out there.
Children spending their parents' money. It's just, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't deal with it, dude. Everything. Somebody on Steam invited me to a game, and I don't even, it's like somebody I'm friends with, but I haven't talked to him forever, so I don't even know who this person is. And I looked up the game in the store. It's just another Fortnite clone.
Oh, God.
Where everyone's like quirky and like, you know, like nothing in the game matches. It just looks like a bunch of mismatched cartoon characters with like realistic guns. And I'm like, I want to say it's because I'm like old and out of touch, but I've never liked that type of game.
Either.
Like, I don't understand how like kids are like obsessed with it. It's ruining like the gaming industry because all the big grown-up games
Like
are trying to like play down to the Fortnite market.
Yeah.
It's awful. So anyway, Nicki Minaj is in Call of Duty too as a playable character because that's what you want to see when you're playing.
Yeah. Right. I've never once thought I would want a character like that in the game.
And I asked you, I'm like, what's the crossover between Nicki Minaj fans and Call of Duty fans?
There's got to be
you're
something.
You're like, you said something like, I was an idiot for even asking the question. Of course it's high, Jay.
Yeah, and I don't know what I was getting at.
I don't picture a lot of Call of Duty people like blasting Nicki Minaj while they're like killing.
Yeah.
Here I go killing again. Ugh. I don't hate Nicki Minaj. Like, I think she's funny. I like some of her songs and stuff, but she does not belong as a character. It takes you out of the game.
Yeah.
I'm all about immersion. I don't understand why we have to break immersion.
I don't either.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's some gaming news.
A little bit.
I've been playing the crap out of Aliens Dark Descent.
Yeah, I somehow I knew that. I don't know why.
Probably because I told you I was playing the crap out of Aliens Dark Descent.
Maybe.
It's a top-down. You ever play any of the XCOM games?
No, but I'm familiar with them.
Okay, it's basically XCOM with aliens, like aliens, because XCOM is with aliens, but these are with Aliens TM,
Right, right.
Aliens 2 TM, and except it's not turn-based. That's like the only difference.
So what? It's just like
You're like just
free-roaming
real-time
and-
guiding these 4 little characters through these rooms from a top-down perspective.
oh,
And, like, you can, like, make them set up, like, turret guns and, like, put mines and they shoot at stuff. And, it's actually pretty hectic and stressful. I literally had a panic attack playing it because there's so many aliens.
oh my god.
And it's like, they want you to play, and I had this problem with XCOM, where the game wants you to play Iron Man mode, or whatever the hell they call it, where it's like, if you lose somebody in the field, you leave them behind. You lose that character. Any of the XP he got, like any of the equipment he had on him, you lose him. You want to feel that hit. But I feel like I can't do that. I always reload and resave the game and play the level over again until I get all of my soldiers through it. I can't deal with the loss, man. It takes too long to train him up. And then he's just gone.
It's such an investment.
It is. And then they're like, oh, no, he's dead. That's part of the game. You can't have... He's gone. Bye.
Oh, man.
XCOM tried to force that shit down my throat. I couldn't do... If it was like a low-level character that died, I could kind of be like, okay. But most missions, you want to send all your most leveled up people on.
Yeah.
So, that's just... I don't like that play style. And I guess in that case, there's no real threat of losing, since I won't just play through. I'll just reset the game and just... I might as well put it on God mode.
Oh my god.
But it is really fun. I would recommend it.
So Lenovo has AR glasses coming out, or are already out.
Didn't Rayman do this?
A bunch of
And
people have done it now.
Instagram.
And these ones look probably the dumbest out of all of them.
Yeah, is there like shit coming off of them? It looks like there's like an arm coming off of.
I probably need to show on the screen what we're looking at.
Yeah, it would make our video that nobody watches more entertaining.
Nope. There it is.
Wow. Wow, they really picked a cool guy there.
They did. Coolest guy in the office.
That's how I look now when I like.
And this is the girl that's like obsessed with him.
He's so cool with his double chin. Dude, that's literally how I look. I had to like contour my beard to like hide my double chin.
Oh my god.
I'm getting so fat. What is this? Green shoes?
Oh wow. Something about gut problems.
Bio, whatever they're called.
Anyways.
Yes. Did you hear they're releasing Red Dead Redemption? No, it's the first one. Okay. Yeah, it's the first one, right? The other person in my head is saying no. I think it's Red Dead Redemption 1.
And I'm no help.
I know.
None.
I heard they're like, we're releasing Red Dead Redemption on the Switch. I'm like, how the hell are they going to get that to run on the Switch? But then I think I found out it's the first one. Red Dead Redemption Switch. Yeah, it's the original Red Dead
So they're
Redemption.
just re-releasing it?
Yeah, and I think people are complaining that they didn't really... It's another thing where it's just a port. I don't think there's been anything added to it, which seems to be Nintendo's MO.
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot lately. And I gotta say, I'm a sucker and I bought into it. Cause
Yeah, and they want full console price
Like-
for it, $50.
I bought the old Game Boy Zelda game that they re-released on the Switch.
The Game Boy Zelda
Yeah,
Link's
it was like
Awakening?
Link's Awakening.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I actually wanted to play it, but it was like an Xbox only title.
Right.
So I have it on the Xbox. I never got around to playing it. So now I'm like, maybe I can get it on the Switch since I got that Switch sitting there that's doing nothing. Yeah. So, game episode.
Why do they keep re-releasing old games?
Oh, they're gonna do that forever, dude. I almost bought Crisis Remastered Collection today for like the 5th time. I got it on my PC. I got it on my Switch. I got it on my Xbox.
That's why they're doing it, because we keep buying it.
That's all they're going to do, dude. They're just going to keep, hey, remember that game that you liked that looks like shit now? Well, we upgraded the graphics. It's the same game. You going to buy it again? Full price. That's how it goes.
Yeah. I don't know. It's the same thing they did with movies too. They just keep re-releasing and.
Yeah, but if you're like a film buff, getting like a 720p movie that's been like.
Are you talking about? Well, digital remasters are different. I'm talking about
where they go back and rescan the film.
I'm talking about where they go and like redo a movie entirely.
Like remakes.
Yeah.
Oh, like Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to know why that is?
Because we keep buying it.
Yeah, you don't want to know why that is?
Why?
Brand familiarity.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to go see a risky indie movie for an idea that nobody's heard of. They want to go see the thing that they know and recognize. Do we want to go see...
How will we ever find something new?
Oh, you do that on Netflix now. People make all those low budget shitty. Have you looked at like all the crap?
I've never really. I honestly haven't spent a lot of time on Netflix recently.
Oh, not just Netflix, like Hulu and stuff. Like I watched that Tom Hanks Chappie movie.
Oh yeah, the one you
Finch.
told me to watch.
I watched Finch, which is Tom Hanks post-apocalyptic movie where he's got a Chappie robot, but the robot sounds like Borat. It's like, hello, Tom Hanks. I'm going to save you now. That's literally what he sounds like. My wife. And it wasn't like super high tech or like super deep story. It was just a fun little movie.
Yeah.
That would not have made it survive in the theater.
No.
Like I find crap like that, which I like. Oh, and you know what I just found out today?
What?
Apparently I have an Apple Plus subscription.
Oh,
free
came with your phone.
With my phone.
Yeah.
Never knew it.
They've been doing that, like, with everything.
Yeah. Why?
I get Hulu and Disney Plus and ESPN.
Everybody's got a phone.
It's wild.
I don't understand. Like, it's like the phone carriers are like, come over here. We got Netflix.
Right.
Like, I don't understand the. I'm like, when I bought my phone, I'm like, oh, cool. It comes with Netflix.
Yeah.
I wasn't like, I need to switch to T-Mobile. They have Apple Plus and Netflix? What?
I feel like it's just a covert way for Verizon to make us pay them for everything that we consume.
Yeah. I think it's a way for them to be like, look, you're not just paying us $150 a month for just a phone. You get all these little stupid things as well. Otherwise, we couldn't justify the cost.
Right.
I was looking at my phone. I'm like, my phone bill is like literally like $140.
Yeah.
Just for the phone service. For me, for one phone. And, you know, you try to look at the cheaper prices, and it's always only slightly cheaper, and it doesn't really, like, make much of a difference.
Right.
And if you want really cheap, then you end up losing, like, you're basically, like, watching your minutes again, like it's 1990. Like,
God, I hope not.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Well, it seems like they're doing something shady. One way or the other. I guess I could probably not put my drinks in front of our stream deck.
It's corporations, bro.
China.
Exactly. You know that the whole thing's gonna be televised, by the way.
What?
Trump.
Oh God.
It's gonna be the OJ trial of our children's lives.
But it's not nearly as cool.
No. What was so cool about the OJ trial?
I mean, nothing.
I remember being.
It was at least entertaining.
I remember being at school and being like, "Why are we watching this?" Oh, it's because the teachers cared about it and they wanted to watch it, but they were in school.
Yeah.
So they were like, "Hey, kids."
It's entertaining and informative.
I remember being in school and like, we're the little wheelie
like,
TV, the TV on wheels that they wheel in.
They also had it in the lunchroom. I
Did they?
remember. Yeah.
God damn. So great.
Mm-hmm. OJ. Somebody a comedian I watched the other day was talking about OJ. I forget who it was.
He still makes the news.
I mean, that's not
Tech
news.
news. What has Musk been up to? I'm sure he's done something stupid.
I actually do have something on here about him. So, they're
what is this newsstand shit? Oh, go ahead.
so X, formerly Twitter.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I haven't seen any updates on the story, so I don't know if they've done anything to change it. But they were going to remove the ability to block people,
Yeah.
and Apple and Google were going to pull them from the app stores.
Yeah, that was like, first of all, the Google Play Store, that's like a rule that you should be able,
Right.
that you're allowed, you need to be able to block someone that you don't want communicating with you. And that's just another of Musk's, like, doing that thing he does where he just smokes a blunt and goes, oh, I'm just going to do this thing
It'll
now
be cool,
without
man.
thinking about it.
Yeah. It's why? Is it just for publicity?
I think
is
that's
that
all
really
Twitter
it
is to him, just like keeping him in the spotlight.
Maybe.
That's why he's got that code. Did Musk write this? If so, then prioritize.
Oh, that's
whatever.
right. I
Right.
forgot about that. He is a class act.
He's a douche, dude.
See, I was being nice.
Oh, no. I'm just saying he's a douche. Nintendo working on another console
I did see that.
coming out next year.
So it'll probably do 30 frames per second.
Yeah. Yeah, because it can't even do 30 right now.
Oh,
God
shit.
damn. I have no interest in Nintendo Switch. It's just no different from my Steam Deck. It has no identity anymore.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that plays AAA games and also Mario games. Like, it's
Yeah.
not like...
But there hasn't been like an amazing Mario game recently.
No, and I was looking at the gameplay for the Mario Wonder whatever. It's like... It looked like Mario with ray tracing. The thing I liked about Mario was the bright primary colors. And then I'm looking at do you have a video of the demo?
I don't know if there's a video, but
There should be like a 5-minute teaser on there. Look, they made the question mark blocks purple.
oh,
Wow.
wow.
This is going to be a $60 game.
Ooh, so exciting!
What the hell was that?
Welcome to the Flower Kingdom, a not-so-distant land just beyond
I
the
want to mute
Mushroom
that so we don't
Kingdom.
get copyright struck
Mario
by Nintendo.
I do like the side-scrolling.
The side-scrolling Mario?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like I prefer that to 3D.
I
Although,
do too.
with the exception of Mario 64.
Yeah, but the last Mario game that I really liked that was 2D was New Super Mario Brothers 2 on the 3DS. I played New Super Mario Brothers Wii or U or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
And
Eh.
it didn't have like any soul to it to me. I don't know. So I don't know. It's just like the graphics are getting too good. This was like a shitty 8-bit game,
Yeah.
and they just keep like. It's hard to explain. There's some sort of feeling I'm not getting from Mario
Yeah.
that I used to.
Well, I mean, it was simple.
What do they say? Like you draw like a smiley face, 2 dots for eyes and a mouth. It's cute, but then you start adding like detail, like too much detail, like hair and like lines on the eyes. It starts to look uncanny and weird. Maybe that's what I'm experiencing. Like, what is that?
Isn't that
The pipe's crawling.
what the hell? Was it the Uncanny Valley or whatever?
That's what I said. The Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I feel like with every Mario game, they just add more and more characters to it. It's not
Yeah.
just Mario and Luigi. It's Mario, Luigi, and Toad and Princess. And now it's Mario and Luigi and Toad and Princess and Rabnot and fucking somebody else. There's like and the gimmicks aren't cool. Like Mario turns into an elephant in this game. Ooh.
An elephant?
Yeah, I've seen so much footage of him just running around as a gigantic elephant.
Oh my god.
I'm like, what happened to just the simple power-ups, bro? Hashtag not my Mario.
Not my Mario.
I played Odyssey. I wasn't that impressed.
Do you ever wonder if maybe you're becoming an old man?
Yeah, that's exactly what I am.
Oh, okay.
Back in my day, things were simpler and used primary colors. There was no ray tracing. I'll probably still play it.
I probably will too.
It's the only thing on the Switch that'll run
Except-
at 60 frames a second.
Except I'll probably enjoy it a lot more than you will.
Yeah, I'll begrudgingly play it. I'll sit there like, fuck this game. I don't know, dude.
It could be fun. I mean,
Oh, and there's like,
There's
I think
like
there's gonna be like
hippos and
microtransactions or something.
oh
in it.
god, there better not.
There's like stores in the Mario lands where you can buy stuff.
Oh god.
I don't think it's real money. I think it's stuff you get in game that you can exchange, but always leave that door open. You can always
Right.
buy it.
Right. I will never understand the microtransactions.
I almost bought a skin for my character on Call of Duty.
I know you said that.
She had this really
You
cool
didn't go
puffy
through
coat.
with it, though?
No, I didn't. I held back.
All right. I really thought you gave in. I was like, oh.
No, that's what they do.
Well, I'm glad you didn't give in.
The state of gaming sucks, dude. Hopefully this Bethesda game, Starfield, is
I mean, what do you think so far?
I like the graphics. I like the gameplay. The story so far has kind of just been like a story.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked or blown away by it. It's Bethesda's. You can't really say anything about the voice acting or the NPC inability to emote. Like, hi, how are you? I'm so excited to see you. You know, like, I get that like dead-eyed stare. It's Bethesda, but I'm excited to play it. I just want to actually get into it.
Yeah.
But I keep hearing stories that it's like it takes at least 100 hours just to get into to like complete the
shit.
tutorial or something like that. Like the game. Oh no, they said the game really starts once you beat the campaign. That's what has been said.
Really?
So I don't know what that means, but they
Is
also
it-
said it takes 90 hours to beat the campaign or some shit.
Jesus Christ.
Which, isn't that like
That
a
is the
week?
kinda
Like a
game-
week straight of playing?
That is the kind of game I like, though, where the storyline is really long. Like, I just get bored with games if I can play through them too quickly,
Yeah.
you know? But then sometimes, if they're too long, I don't ever
Well, the good thing
finish.
about Bethesda games is even if they are quick, the replayability is
Yeah.
there because their games are so expansive. You can go back and play and do something different this time. Take a different
Right.
path through the game. I feel like I wanted to complain about my Steam Deck, but I forgot what it was
Wait,
about.
last time I talked to you, I think you had tried Windows and decided to go back to Steam
Yeah.
OS.
They're like, it can run Windows. It can run it.
Can.
Would you want to? That's a different story. Yeah, I got it installed. It was completely unusable. Like I instead of using the joysticks and stuff, I was stuck to just using the touch screen that I couldn't read anything because it was so small. So I went back to Steam.
Oh
I
my
gave up
God.
because the reason I wanted to switch because I wanted to play online.
Yeah.
I wanted to play Call of Duty, Battlefield, and Steam, because it uses Linux, doesn't support the anti-cheat
Right.
software, or vice versa. The anti-cheat software doesn't support Linux. And but remember I said I couldn't stream from my PC to my Steam Deck? It just wouldn't do it. After I reinstalled Steam OS, it started working. So now I can play all my online games on my
Well, that's cool.
on my Steam Deck.
Well, maybe putting Windows on there did something good for you after all.
Yeah. It worked out.
Yeah, I still don't think I would ever play it if I got one.
Was Steam Deck?
Yeah. I don't know.
Lenovo Legion.
Yeah, that's the one I was just looking at a minute ago.
Yeah, everyone's like, there's like a arms race for handheld.
And then there's the PS5 remote handheld.
The PS5, which it's not a system, it's just for streaming.
Right, remote.
It's like the Wii U controller. It doesn't actually run any hardware.
Exactly.
What does this go for then? If it's literally just a phone, you might as well just get the phone.
$200.
Yeah, you could spend like $40 and just get the controller thing for your phone, where you can like clamp your phone in it and
True.
then connect. Does that work for the PlayStation 5? I don't even know.
But if you're comparing this to like a full system, this is probably going to be cheaper over like a.
You have to
Steam
have the
Deck
full
or-
system to use this.
Right. But I think they'll get more sales because of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not interested. But
Is it safe to charge my phone at a public charging station? No!
No.
Oh, did you hear the new iPhone's going to have a thinner bezel? Bezel?
I don't even care about the new iPhone anymore.
No?
It used to be exciting. Now it's just like every year, here we go, another iPhone.
It's another iPhone.
It's ridiculous.
It's another iPhone with no innovation. Just the usual.
The huge.
Just with some new chips in it. I feel like a bunch of crap has happened, and we can't remember any of it.
Like tech crap?
Yeah. Like, hasn't stuff happened? I remember many times in the past few weeks, I've been like, oh, I want to talk about it on the show. There's something I wanted to talk about. And now I got, like, nothing.
Google's new AI can attend a meeting for you.
All right, I'm down with that.
Oh, man.
Like a 10 pretend to be me?
Let me see.
Hello. I am very happy to be here.
It's called Duet AI for Workspace.
Do it.
It can join a meeting on a user's behalf, deliver a message, and recap it for them later. Basically, just takes notes.
It just takes notes. So remember the dial pad AI thing I was talking about?
Yes.
It was like the only impressive feature of dial pad. It has quote unquote AI that
was like, yeah.
can read the basically take notes from your meeting. It can transcribe. It can also summarize what you talked about.
That's
like a
pretty
neat
cool.
little cliff notes.
Yeah.
That's cool. That sounds like what this
I'm
can
curious, like, how accurate it is, like, at picking out what the important part of
I
meeting
don't know if
is.
they have a demo online, but the demo they showed me, it looked pretty good. It like did bullet points.
Yeah.
It was like so and so was initially started the meeting off by talking about blah blah blah. Here are the points from that. Talking about how this was great because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Does it record the audio of the meeting so you can refer back if needed?
Yeah. That's part of it.
That's cool.
It records the audio, it transcribes it if you just want to see a chat log, and then it can also summarize. Pretty neat.
I'm not going to tell you what I've used ChatGPT for lately because I don't want to talk about it on the air, but
Rich doesn't want to lose another
I
job.
love ChatGPT.
ChatGPT, do all my work for me.
Oh my god.
I've
done so much with it.
Yeah. But you can't talk about it.
Right.
Oh, well, that's not shady.
It's nothing illegal.
What's the one that, like, can, like, be part of your desktop, can actually interact with your files and crap?
Oh god. That's terrifying.
Yeah, we talked about that. That's a new one that somebody was either Microsoft was going to implement something. Oh, is that Autopilot? Bro, I'm so sick of Microsoft.
And they're naming
Dude, I don't know what's going on over at Microsoft.
AI Copilot?
Yeah, maybe that's... Now, that's an ad. You're clicking on a sponsored ad, you idiot. You don't click on the first Google link.
Oh my god. Dropbox Dash.
Dropbox is still a thing?
Yeah, and they have AI now.
Oh, of course they do. Why wouldn't they have AI? That's the new gold rush.
You know, if AI could help me organize my files, I might be interested.
Yeah, why can't it do that? Like,
Because I have files
I can do that.
everywhere, and
I can do that.
never categorize things.
Remember
Like,
well, what Google Photos is now, Picasa.
oh
And
yeah,
you could like search and use text labels for your photos and all that crap. Why can't an AI go through my photos and be like, I took a picture one time where I was eating ice cream with my daughter.
yeah.
And
You can kind of do some of that with Google Photos, but it's not like it should be at this point. Right?
yeah, that's what we should be using AI for.
I agree.
Organizing. My photo organization has completely got out of my hand.
Yeah.
I used to have like individual photos for each day. I would organize them manually.
Yeah.
But, back when I had to dump my SD card onto my computer.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, poof, it's in the cloud.
Yep.
Along with every meme I've ever downloaded, every screenshot I've ever taken.
So I started something new with my memes because I got annoyed by that.
Yeah.
And Google Photos does a
It does
fairly
organize.
good job of organizing them out, but it's not good enough. And so I just started saving them to the file system as an image file instead of saving them to my photos. So now I have a folder called memes, and it has.
Oh yeah,
every
I could
meme I've
totally
ever
do
done.
that.
Yeah, be so much better.
I just, it would still help if AI could do something like this.
AI. Yeah, I can agree with that.
I still have in my Google Photos, for some reason, Google Photos or Picasa, because I was using that first, scraped my entire computer and took every little GIF, arrow, line, website border, like every little file, and just dumped it in my photos. And I'm just scrolling through, and all of a sudden it's like left arrow, right arrow. It's just like a bunch of arrows and icons and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's awesome.
Maybe have an AI that can scan that and be like, hey, looks like you don't need this crap, buddy.
That would be a good use of AI. There
Yeah.
you go. Any of you AI developers?
Yeah, all you AI prompt
working on
people
that.
out there.
AI.
Everyone's playing Baldur's Gate. I have no interest in it.
I don't even know what that is.
Baldur's Gate 3?
Nope. Never heard of it.
I don't know. That's a screenshot from it.
Oh, I saw that.
It's I don't know. I think it's an RPG, but
Sounds like you know about as much as I do.
it's like vampires and crap. It's something I wouldn't like. And they got many kudos for
Big many kudos.
super dude kudos to no DLC.
Oh shit.
No DLC, no season pass, no digital whatever bullshit. Just a straight up game that was complete with no fucking add-ons. And all the other companies were like, because everyone was like praising it, and they're like, don't expect every company to be able to put out a polished piece of art like this. We're doing our best. Now give us your money.
Jesus.
It's they like put all these companies to shame with their bullshit. I like to see more of that.
If we could start a movement of gaming developers,
But that's Starfield.
don't do that
I don't
shit.
think there's not been, except for Fallout 76, which is one of those like, hey, we got a store for all the stuff.
Here it is. Sorted AI.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still on the AI file thing. Anyways, it organizes documents and screenshots and everything we were just talking about, basically.
Just on your phone.
Probably. I didn't really look. I'm not going to research it right now,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know.
This is fantastic.
People are working on it at least,
Well, that's good.
so that's encouraging. Yeah, I'm one of those people that like my desktop has icons that have like started to stack on each other
Yeah.
because I have too many.
I told you my desktop, just like once a year, I'll just highlight everything on my desktop, put it in a folder called desktop shit, and then after it's like 8 folders deep now, because it's just like folder within folder within folder. I don't know what's in there,
Oh my god.
but I know my new computer. I have 2 6 terabyte drives on my computer. I have a 6 terabyte external drive. I have my old computer, which has 10, 12, 16 terabytes of storage. So I'm pretty good on storage right now.
Sounds like it.
I'm actually doing backups of like my media folder.
Whoa.
Now, which I never did before. I'm like, I'll just torrent them again.
Look at you.
Torrent? Did I say torrent? I meant download that file that comes on the DVDs I purchased for my own private digital copy. They do that, right?
They used to. Everything's streaming now.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, yeah. It's fun. It's fun to see the torrent community blowing up again.
I'm happy about it, dude. Everything's going up. Everyone's increasing their prices.
It happened in like record time. Like streaming has only been around like, a decade or two.
Yeah.
Like
Nobody took it serious at first.
no.
And then once they did, they pulled all their intellectual property to make their own streaming service.
Yep.
And now there's too many streaming services, and everyone's like, screw this.
And
I'm just going to torrent.
You know what really started to bother me is when they start consolidating all of the stuff they own, like the new Macs.
Yeah.
That annoyed me. Like, no, everything's in one place for those companies, but it used to be I could just go to HBO, watch a good movie, but can't do that anymore.
We're back in cable territory.
Yeah.
Where we're just paying an exorbitant amount of
But
money.
it's just split between a bunch of
yeah.
corporations.
It's actually worse.
It's way worse.
Because at least you could pay for a basic service before, and if you wanted to add something, it was an add-on.
Yeah.
Now everything's just an add-on, and it's full price. Ugh.
You know, how did we get there? How did we allow that
Corporate
to happen?
greed.
No, but it's because they're not charging much, so it's like pennies to people. So I bet they're just pissing away money every month, even if they don't watch it.
Who's pissing away money?
The people. The
Paying for
consumers.
these?
Yeah.
Yeah, their hopes is that you'll subscribe, forget about it,
Mhm.
and they can just endlessly charge you
Right.
for shit you don't use. I just logged into Hulu for the first time in probably like 5 months.
Yeah.
Yet I pay for it every month.
I've been going back and watching Archer because there's a bunch of new seasons
Archer.
I haven't watched.
Archer.
I got away from
Archer went up its own ass around season 3, and I like can't watch it
Yeah.
after that.
I started getting sick of it too, but then I skipped a couple seasons that looked stupid. And,
Yeah, it kind of got good again at one point.
and it got a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm on season 11 right now, I believe.
Is it over yet, or are they still doing
I don't know.
it? Ugh.
I didn't know there was new seasons yet, so that's how far.
Everything in
behind I
news
am.
like Starfield. Meet your parents in Starfield.
Yeah, and yet I had no fucking clue Starfield was coming out.
It's only been talked about for
I
like
don't know how. I mean, yes, I've been on the internet. I haven't I'm not living in a rock.
some kid got roasted, or somebody was like what the fuck? Why can't I land on Jupiter? Like that was literally the question.
What the fuck?
Like, Bethesda, you have failed gamers. You cannot land on every planet because they have gas planets because
Yeah.
it's realistic.
Right.
You can't land on a gas planet.
No.
So, and people are just like trying to find stuff to bitch about. The only gripe I have is this 30 frame limit I'm getting on my PC.
Yeah.
And I have a pretty decent PC. And even if, like I said, even if I just turn all my settings off, completely minimum, same thing. So it's got to be something with the engine. It's got to be a patch for it at some point.
Yeah. Is there anybody else complaining about it online?
No, it literally has not been out that long. It's not been out. I try to look up. Oh,
There's
if you look
gotta be somebody else. Like
okay,
you
well,
out
my
there.
problem is if I look up Starfield, 30 frames a second, all I get are everyone complaining that it's 30 frames a second on the console. So that kind of drowns out my support question. See? Right there. On the console.
They have confirmed it would run at 30 frames per second on both versions of the Xbox. That's ridiculous because that Series X was supposed to be so much better.
That's why I bought it. That's the sole reason I bought it, other than to play games with you.
And
But
it's not even what it was supposed to be.
Well,
and they're
once
blocking it at 30. Like it's not like maybe it's capable of it in the hardware.
if they lock it at 30, it can't go higher or lower apparently.
So we're giving up quality for stability.
That's always been the thing with consoles. You're getting a crappier looking product, but at least it's fast. Now they're like, it's slow and it looks crappy. Tough shit. That's basically what they're doing.
Slow and crappy.
You know the triad
and
fast.
It's more expensive.
What is it like? Cheap, fast.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the
Yeah.
chart. Yeah.
They pick crappy and slow somehow.
I don't know. Like, why does Microsoft suck at everything they do? Like, they just kind of suck at everything. Like,
A little bit.
and we just accept it.
Dude, I've been like so sick of Windows 11. Like unnecessary features.
Yeah.
There's nothing innovative about Windows 11.
I learned the other day that you can move the start to the side.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
That's the first thing I figured out how to do.
I haven't used my desktop a lot, so I've been on my MacBook.
Yeah.
You know, runs Mac OS. And since I moved my computer, I've been on it more, and I was like, this is fucking annoying.
Yeah. Dude, it's innovative. It's different.
Yeah. And then I just went into settings and boom.
The thing I went and looked up how to turn it off. Remember how you could just snap windows to the corners?
Yes.
It's my favorite thing. Well, now they decided we're too stupid and don't know how that works. So if you drag the window anywhere near the top of the screen, this big bar comes down. How would you like to snap this window? Have you seen that?
No.
Oh my! It's
Holy
like
shit.
once it comes down, it's like the Apple dock. Like you know,
Oh
you
my
hover
God.
too far towards the bottom, and all of a sudden this big thing comes up and is in your way.
Yeah.
Not only does it come down, but it comes down over your mouse, so it auto selects, and the window will automatically snap. So it won't. If you let go, it'll stay there. But
Yeah.
it's like
Unreal.
it's like Windows like mentally challenged edition. Windows ME. That's what it is. It's like hiding the context menu stuff because it's too confusing for us
the right click?
end users. Yeah.
Where they simplify and you have to
Yes.
add an extra button to go to the
Yes.
more options. And there's stuff in there that I use all the time.
I know. They made this and was basically like fuck you to power users. We don't care. I've utilized they still make Windows Power Toys,
Yes, I use it at
which
work.
fixes a lot of stuff. Stardock, what is it called? Start 10. It's made by Stardock. It brings back the Windows 10 start menu. That's personal preference. The start menu right now is just a group of icons.
Yeah. And it's not like
It's not even organized.
I could wrap my head around the live tiles. Like they were a lot.
It was customizable. The new
Yeah.
one you can't
Can't do
customize.
anything.
You can remove icons from it, and it'll slide the next one in. And then there's like a recently used section,
Yeah.
and you can't manage that at all.
Huh.
It'll just show it'll just show recently opened and used documents and crap. And it's like it's really like they like handicap version of Windows is what I feel like I'm using. Sure, the kernel's great. It runs just as good as Windows 10 did.
Yeah.
Like I other than making changes for the sake of making changes, there's no noticeable difference in performance for me.
No, me either. In fact, it's really just the changes to the UI, the little things where they try to dumb it down.
So you feel like
is
you're
the
using
only difference.
yeah.
But
So you feel like you're using a new, you just tweak things so it feels different, therefore new.
yeah.
That's not really.
I don't remember ever asking for a new interface.
I don't know who Microsoft tests with. The test groups.
We can go ask them. We live pretty close.
Yeah, we go to Redmond. The Redmond?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, Redmond, Washington.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Anyway.
Focus groups, that's what they're called. They it's just like you're not smart enough to use Windows. We got to dumb it. It's like Windows for grandma. Maybe they're trying to be like Apple.
Well, that's what they've been trying to do for years. I'm sure it's just an extension of that.
Once again, why not have a set? And they still have the original control panel. They have still yet to integrate it into fucking Windows.
Although there is more into settings now than ever
There
before,
is.
but,
That's true.
But yes, it's still
But
there.
say, so we bought these cheap docks at my work that they're not smart. So when you close your laptop, the laptop just turns off. The screens turn off. Right. So you have to go into the power settings and
Turn off the switch.
and that's not part of the settings yet. You have to like go back to the old XP control panel and like find it. And Windows 11 does this other thing.
Shit.
So you know in like older versions of Windows, let's say you're in like you open like display settings, resolution, and at the bottom it says like graphics adapter properties. It looks like a hyperlink.
Yeah.
You click on it, it'll open the driver settings for the graphics card or whatever. You said like I'm telling you something. You should know this.
I didn't.
I don't think I'm explaining it properly. If you right click, you go to display properties. What the fuck is it called? I got Windows right here. Properties.
Isn't that like XP or?
Yeah, it's not on here. Anyway, so it would show in the control panel your settings, but it would show suggested settings, and they look like hyperlinks. Little blue text like, choose what to do when you close the lid. Choose what to do when you push the power button.
Yeah.
And you click on them, and they would go to another control panel page. Windows 11, it looks like that, but when you click on them, it opens a web page to their help document.
What?
On stuff. I've been poking around the control panel, and I'm like, oh, that's the setting I'm looking for. I'll click on it, pops up to their help panel, or their help page.
Wow.
Like, I know I'm like old school.
Have you read the page to see what they're saying?
No, I'm not gonna read the goddamn page. It should go to where I need to go to fix the setting, not take me to a page to tell me where to go, right?
You're the same guy that just like doesn't read anything and just hits OK. Yes.
I'm trained to like immediately skip the first two paragraphs of anything I read because I know it's just a bunch of bullshit, and that causes me so much problems. When I'm like trying to read an email, I'm like, skip. Like, yes, I have habits, and they're not
All
good.
All right, so next time I need to write you a letter, I'll just write a bunch of bullshit.
Just mash the keyboard for 2 paragraphs. Exactly. Yeah, that in like they took stuff out. Like, I used to right click on the clock to get to the task manager. Right click on the clock. It brings up settings you could do. Open task manager.
Yeah.
I know if people press Control Delete, people do the run command. People, I don't know, open their C drive,
Everybody
go to
opens it
Windows
differently.
System 32 and search for it. That's how I did it. And now they're just like, nope. They're like, it's gone.
I'm a Control Alt Delete guy, just so you know.
That's an extra step because I have to Control Alt Delete and then select Open.
Mm-hmm.
This one I'm just like right click.
Yeah. I did start finally using the right click on the start menu to go to the device manager.
Oh yeah, I love
PowerShell,
that. Thankfully,
stuff like
that's still there in Windows 11.
Except it's Windows Terminal now and it's not PowerShell.
Right.
But
You have to install PowerShell. Or does Terminal encompass all
Terminal
of it?
has it all.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever Microsoft does stuff, I just can't wrap my fucking head around it. Somehow, I've been complaining about their Microsoft 365.
Yeah.
How confusing it is. Somehow my brain has just accepted the bullshit way they lay things out, and I can now navigate it.
It happens.
I can't
It
tell
happens.
I can't tell you where anything is. I know how to get there, though. It's insane, dude.
Yeah. It does happen after a while.
Just keep with it. You'll
Just
just
keep with
suddenly,
it.
you'll adapt. We don't need to make it easier. We're making Windows easier.
Yeah.
Is that what they're doing? They're trying to like just push all the techies like over the edge and just make it dumber for the home users. They're just trying to
Probably.
put that divide between us.
That's not a good thing.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I still install Windows 10 when I can.
Yeah.
Until they won't let me. I did the same thing. Remember when I was like that with Windows 7?
Oh, I remember.
It's like
And
I'm never
XP.
switching.
Yeah. Although you were an early adopter of Vista, if I remember.
Oh, yeah. When it was Longhorn, I had a beta
Yeah.
copy of it. I was on the Insiders program.
Yeah.
That was fun. Dude, that was back when I was excited about features on Windows. I was like, there's a fucking clock? There's a clock? There's a sidebar? What the fuck? And now it's like, it's the next version of Windows. Like, what happens? Just you get old and nothing excites you anymore? There's nothing to be excited about. Oh, they took away the context menus. I'm so fucking stoked about that. Really? Does anything excite you anymore?
Not really. But I can't say that any of the new features have been helpful or
No.
like they don't innovate anything.
And they
They
added
just make it look prettier and move it to different places.
they just move stuff around. That's it. There's like, it'll be there now. Fuck it.
Yeah, they'll
It's
figure
new.
it out. They'll
Boom, new us.
Adapt.
With adapt, you will adapt to service us. I love the sidebar when before it became the gadgets.
Oh, the one that comes down
The
the
desktop
side
gadgets. I like that too. And Microsoft's like, nah, it's gone.
Jesus.
I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I know that's an Apple thing. Apple's like, oh, you like USB? Fuck you, it's gone. You like floppy disk? Bye. I understand that technology changes.
Yeah, but that's
And there are third-party stuff to add that functionality back in the Windows. There's like a sidebar.com or something.
I understand hardware changes, but the fundamental way we use, unless it makes it easier.
And it's
shouldn't happen.
software, so it's not like it's you could just leave it in.
Yeah.
You could just have like a toggle switch to enable disable it. If nobody wants it, leave it disabled.
Yeah.
But that's like catering to like the niche few. Hey, look, an ad for Starfield.
Oh yeah, right there.
Maybe you just aren't paying attention.
Maybe I'm just not paying attention.
Ugh.
It's entirely possible. But if it's a YouTube ad, I'll probably see it because I refuse to pay for rent.
They're going up too.
Yeah, you were complaining about it.
Everyone's going up
I'm sure as hell not going to pay for it now.
now that it's
I was
$10.
actually considering it like 6 months ago, and then
I can't sit there and watch you watching YouTube.
why?
When the ads come on,
Oh,
I'm like, hey, I want to show you this cool video. Does your dick not work? Well, we got some pills for you. No, or whatever the hell they play. You know, some fucking ad comes up, like, and Rich is sitting there like, just wait for it.
just wait for it.
It'll be on in a second.
5 seconds, and then you can
No,
click.
I hate it.
Good. But I don't know. We're out of topics. We didn't really have
We
any
didn't
to
have
begin
any
with.
topics. We just bitched a
Yeah.
lot.
And we're at an hour, right on the money.
All right, good. Nobody joined because we haven't potted long enough where anyone would expect us to be on
Yeah.
because we suck.
And I told them 2 seconds before we went live, too.
Jesus Christ, dude. Why do we do this now?
Because it's fun.
That's I'm having so much fun. Red Dead 3's confirmed by Rockstar,
Oh.
parent company.
Have you heard anything new about GTA 6?
Yeah, it's still in the works.
Of course.
There
Anyway.
hasn't been any super news. GTA 6. Boom. Untitled Grand Theft Auto game. What?
Mm.
Oh, the hacker that got busted. Yeah, it's in production. Who knows?
Yeah.
I heard that the cops are more realistic.
Really?
They'll only shoot you if you're black. Boom!
Oh, my.
Boom! They'll actually, they won't spawn in front of you. Like
Okay.
if you shoot someone, they actually have to come from where they are. So it takes some time to get to the scene of the crime. They don't just immediately start spawning like in the previous games.
That's cool.
So that's kind of neat.
Nice.
And some other stuff. I can't remember because
That's
I didn't prepare for this episode. All right, it's been Drunk Tech Support.
Go fuck yourself, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah,